What's going on, fellow backpackers? My name is Dan. I've got a quick video for you today to show you my preferred fire starter. And I personally think that this fire starter is slightly better than the very popular method of using cotton balls and Vaseline. Now, I used to use cotton balls dipped in Vaseline, and I can see why it's so popular because after all, it just takes two items, cotton balls and Vaseline, both of which are readily available and very cheap. And not to mention, they're super easy to put together. All you've got to do is take a cotton ball, dip it into some Vaseline, and you've got yourself a fire starter that all you've got to do is toss into a little Ziploc bag and you're good to go. And these are by no means the longest lasting fire starters that you can make, but I do think that they strike a good balance between weight, price, and effectiveness. However, they have one fatal flaw. They are so incredibly messy. Now, I typically just take a stick when I'm at camp and fish one of them out to put in my campfire, but nevertheless, the Vaseline just tends to kind of get everywhere. And in case you don't know, Vaseline is very messy and very oily, and I just don't like having to deal with the mess. So lately, I've been using an alternative to cotton balls. I have been using some makeup remover pads. These are also made out of cotton, and what I like to do is just take one of them and take a butter knife and just start spreading some Vaseline on the makeup remover pad, just like you would if you're buttering a piece of toast. Just spread it on there, and then when you're done, just roll it up like a Vaseline burrito. And then you've got yourself a much cleaner version of the cotton Vaseline fire starter. And depending on how much Vaseline you put on these, they can actually last a bit longer than the cotton balls. And if you're like me and you tend to put on too much Vaseline and it starts to squirt out the ends a bit, then just take some cotton balls, stick those on each of the ends, and you are good to go. Now, if you're also like me and you're campfire impaired and you need all the help you can get from fire starters, then of course you can beef these things up a bit. Instead of making a Vaseline burrito, you can spread some of this on and make a Vaseline sandwich. Just put another one on top of that, and you've got yourself an even thicker fire starter. Or why stop there? Add on a third layer of Vaseline and another piece of cotton, and you've got yourself a Vaseline Big Mac. And so on and so forth. I think you get the idea by now. But in summary, I really like these things a whole lot better than using the cotton ball version because they are still very light, very cheap, they last a little bit longer, and they are far less messy. Well, that's all I've got. Be sure to stick around for some bloopers. Thank you for watching, and have fun out there. Too much. Not sure if you heard that, but there's a bug in my kid's room. On the ends, need a paper towel. My God, I am making a huge mess. See what I mean about Vaseline? Good gracious. Oh man, I'm wasting a lot of these things. What an absolute mess. Look what I did to my table.